Okay, let's take a look at a review of the Lesson 2 spelling. In Lesson 1, we had talked about the short vowels. Now we're going to look at two long ones, the long A and the long E. And let's start by taking a look at the long A. So there are many ways of doing this. There are many combinations that'll give us that A sound. One of them is the A consonant E, or the A consonant magic E, as in these words here: awake, braces, ashamed, and one of our challenge words, motivate. There are so many words, thousands of words, that use this pattern. We have late, skate, mate, berate, slate, plate, state, overstate, frustrate, anticipate, hate, scale, ale, bake, vase, rage, came, same, cupcake, which I'm going to get after reading this long list, mistake, space, spacecraft, ape, cape, and escape. And there are many, many more. Another way of making the long A sound is using the AY. Now, what's easy about this is that it's normally at the end of the word, or it's normally the last syllable. We have stray, display, and sway. But believe me, there are way many more than these three. These are just the ones that we're going to be tested on. We have pay, today, say, lay, may, okay, clay, dismay, yesterday. Are you getting the point so far? Spray, pray, and then we have gray, hay, way, play. By the way, that hay is what horses eat. It's the dried grass. It's not, hey, what are you doing? That's a different sound. That's a different letter combination, but it's the same sound. So if you've been paying attention so far, you might be able to spell or figure out what letters, what words these letters belong to. We have an A space E, and then I'll give you a hint. There's a second word that ends in AY. Have you guessed it? Here it is. There you go. Cape May uses two of the combinations that we're learning in this lesson. The third type of long A that we're working on, and again there are others, is AI. And you can see here on the left, we have three of our spelling words and a challenge word: praise, remain, training, and terrain. But of course, there are many more than those four. We've got retain, reign. Can you read them more quickly than I can? Pertain, plain, trait, grain, gain. I think I'm winning. Train, wait, aim, mail, ascertain. Oh, that'll be a fun one to learn later. Okay, so those are the three long A sounds that we need to worry about in this lesson. Now let's take a look at long E, and we're going to learn three ways of making that long E sound here in this lesson. We've said before we have to be careful, but long E this time is going to be EA, as in feast, disease, beneath, and our challenge word, upheaval. Remember to be careful when you look at when you see EA, because it could sometimes be a completely different sound, as in learn and heart and weather, a short E. But we're not worried about those sounds this time. We're only going to be focusing on EA when it makes an E sound. Okay, so you'll have to be extra careful when you see these words, and there are a lot of them. Okay, for example, we have fear and year, tear, which could also be tear, spear, appear, ease, appease. Are you reading them as quickly as I am? Please. Measles, easel, sheer, and lots more. So of our three long E combinations, the first one is EA. Next, we move on to the one that's probably the easiest for you, the double E. We have sleeve, greet, and sheepish. Do you remember what sheepish means? We talked about it. And just like with the other combinations that we've been working on, there are tons of words that use this. Meet, fleet, feet, beat, which refers to the vegetable, not like I beat you at that game, which is BEAT, seam, fee, tree, sea, and lots more. Finally, the last one and the least common of the long E combinations that we're learning is IE. A lot of people get confused with this. Many misspell it with EI. Some can't remember when we use one or the other. And IE is not always an E, like in the word friend. Then we have a short E sound. That's an irregular word. But here in our spelling list, we've got niece and thief. And there are, of course, other words like belief and grief, shield, brief, beanie, cookie, which I'm going to have as soon as we finish this slideshow, siege, and genie, among many more. The general rule with spelling this is I before E except after C. So as long as there isn't a C before this, in most cases, I will come first and E will be second. And here's a look at our challenge and what are called review words, words that you've probably seen before in fourth grade. So we have stale, afraid, freedom, eager, explain, terrain, succeed, which is tricky because those two C's actually sound like an X, succeed, betray, motivate, upheaval. So these use the sounds that we've seen and the spellings that we've seen in this lesson. Okay, and that brings us to the end. Good luck reviewing. Watch as many times as you need to, and we'll look forward to seeing you in class soon. Bye-bye.